Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, we are going to start a brand new chapter, that is Polynomials class 10th. So let's begin. So in this video, I'm going to show you the introductory part of this chapter that you need to know before starting the main chapter. Now you have already learned some of these concepts in class 9, so it will be much easier for you. Now first, what is a polynomial? So let's discuss about that. A polynomial is an algebraic expression in which exponents of the variables are non-negative integers is called polynomial. Okay, so for example we have 7x square plus 8x minus 9. It is a polynomial because the polynomial in the variable x, it has some power, it is non-negative. That's why this is a polynomial. Now let's take another example. 8 plus root x plus x square. Now in this one, this is not a polynomial, this is a polynomial, not a polynomial. Why? Why this one is not a polynomial? 8 plus root x plus x square. Now all the values are good, there's nothing to change, only because of the middle term, root x. Now root x, or let's just take root, it can be also written as 1 upon 2. And this we will write like this, x 1 upon 2. As we know that powers cannot be fractions, they cannot be in 1 by 2 form, p by q form you can say. So such numbers where there is a root number or the value of the degree of the polynomial is negative, they are not polynomials. Okay. Now next is standard form of polynomial. Now standard form, you must know, this is like the basic that you have already learned. Standard form of polynomial is, it is f of x equal to a n x to the power n plus a n minus 1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a n minus 2 x to the power n minus 2 plus so on. Then a1 x to the power 1 plus a0 comma a, just one second, I'll write it over here, an not equal to 0. Now let me explain this to you. Let x be a variable and n can be any positive integer, and a0, a1, a2 till an, like n number, be constants of real numbers. Then the standard form of the polynomial is this. Okay, now there's one thing to note here that you must remember. Note, in this polynomial, n is called degree of polynomial. It is called the degree of polynomial. Okay. Now, what is the degree of polynomial? Okay, you have already learned this in 9th chapter, so you might be knowing this. So you can skip this part if you want. But for those who don't know, I am still going to explain it. Degree of polynomial. So the highest possible degree in a polynomial is degree of polynomial. Okay, let me give you an example. Suppose we have 7x square plus 5x to the power 7, suppose, and then 7 equals to 0. Now can you tell which is the degree of the polynomial? The degree of the polynomial will be 7. The highest possible degree of the polynomial is degree of the polynomial. We have 2 here. This could be also the degree of the polynomial, but only when this number or the other number is smaller than 2, or the other power is smaller than 2. And this 7, this is a constant, it has 0 polynomial, so it can be called as 0 degree polynomial as well. Okay, so like this it works. Now let me just write here 7 again. So this is the degree of the polynomial. Now let's talk about constant polynomials. Constant polynomials, I have already told you in this example that a number which has degree as 0 degree is called constant polynomial. Okay, so any number or any polynomial having a degree 0 is called as a constant polynomial. Now let's talk about 0 of a polynomial. Now 0 of a polynomial is like really easy. 0 of polynomial, we have already learned this in 9th class as well. Now suppose we have f of x equal to, we are going to take the same example, 7x square plus 5x to the power 7 plus 7 equals to 0. Now in this we need to put a value that will make this entire polynomial into 0. This one, okay, it must be equal to 0. So this is like a trial and hit method, but also you can do it in this way also, splitting the middle term. You can split the middle term like this, and once you find the middle term, you can split the wait, sorry, after multiplying the first constant and the 7 one, sorry, coefficient of the last and first one, you will find a number that is 49. Now you need to find a way to split this 49 into a number that on subtraction or addition gives us 5. Okay, like this it works. And you can find the 0 of the polynomial. Once you find the 0 of the polynomial, you can put any value in x, and then you will get this whole term as 0. That's how you can find the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, now let's talk about types of polynomial. There are total 4 types of polynomials. One is linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Now in linear polynomial, the degree is 1. Okay, the degree is 1, and the general form is ax plus b, constant and just one variable and coefficient, equal to 0. This is the general form, and here we have degree as 1. Okay, just a second. Degree as 1. Now what is a quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial is a polynomial which has degree as 2, and the general form is ax square plus by plus c, suppose. So that's how a quadratic polynomial is. Now let me give an example. So it will be more clear. Suppose we have f of x equal to 2x square plus 3x minus 1. This is a quadratic polynomial. Now how can you identify a quadratic polynomial? The easiest way and the only way to identify a quadratic polynomial is by looking at the highest possible degree of the polynomial, that is 2. If the degree is 2, then it is a quadratic. If the degree is 1, then it is linear. If the degree is 3. Now remember, if there is some other degree, suppose 2x cube plus by to the power 7 minus 1 is there, then the highest possible degree will be 7. Then you cannot term it as a quadratic, linear, or polynomial. Okay, Actually, there are names that you can tell them, but it is not in your syllabus. It is only till biquadratic polynomial, which has a degree as 4. Okay. Now let's talk about cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. Now cubic polynomial will have a general form like this: ax cube plus by square plus cy plus d equal to 0. Okay. Now I have just changed the coefficients in your book. They might have given something else like this, like A, B, C, D order or 0, Y, something like that. But the order is like that: first cube, then square, then 1, and then D, which has no degree, so it will be 0. Okay, let me give an example now. Example will be f of x equal to 2x square plus 3x, okay, sorry, 2x cube minus x square plus x plus 9. Here you can see it is in decreasing order. Decreasing order. Okay. First 3, then 2, 1, and then finally 0. Okay. Now let's talk about biquadratic polynomial, which has not been discussed in your 9th class syllabus, but it is in 10th and it is really short. They don't even ask questions about it, just for your general information. Let's see quadratic polynomial. Now let's see the general form. General form is ax to the power 4 plus by to cube plus c z square plus d u 1 to the power 1, then e equal to 0. Okay, now here z, u, y, x, all of these are variables. Okay, variables, don't get confused. Okay, variables, and the numbers above it are coefficients. Okay, now you can see this is also in decreasing order. So this is how it will be in general form. It will be, what do they mean by general form is that generally how a quadratic, biquadratic, cubic, linear will be in this form, how it will be. Now in the question, just for the purpose of confusing you, they can switch the places, because students are so rectified, students have rectified it so much that they don't see anything else, right? So they make mistakes in that. If you see, if that jumbled up, you need to like say learn the order, and the order is really simple. It's in decreasing order. Now suppose they have given ax square, oh wait, let me take ax cube plus x plus 3x square plus 1, like this. Is this a proper general form polynomial, cubic polynomial? Of course no, because here first there's 3, then they have directly shifted to 1. In this case you need to shift the places, because shifting the places will not do anything to the actual answers. Okay, shift the places so you can get the general form. Once you get the general form, then solve the question. If you start solving like this, your answers will be definitely wrong. Okay, and just a common sense thing. If it is decreasing order, keep it in decreasing order. If they have given it jumbled up, unjumble it. Like it's like a puzzle, a really small easy puzzle. Okay, so this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. In this lecture I have covered all the introductory parts, like what is a polynomial, what is a biquadratic polynomial, what is a zero of a polynomial, what is a standard form of polynomial, what actually is the definition of polynomial. Okay, so before solving polynomials of class 10th, you must see this. And if you like my video, please make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon So it also motivates me to upload more videos. Thanks for watching.